Hey, hello everyone. Happy Easter Sunday. How are we doing? ¿Cómo estamos? Hello, hello, hello. Before we start, let me just share. Um, let's share. Let's share. Let's send it to our. How are we doing, guys? Well, today you are speaking with Belili, hablando con Belili. Today we're going to host in English for the fact is that we're going to cater to our non-Spanish or Garifuna speaking friends and family and members of Hablandoconbelili. So yeah, that's what's going on today. So I will love you that are you already live or you already here with us for you to share. Our topic today is going to be your own experience. We're going to speak about those process and also stepping into your experience, maybe now, later. So that's the topic, stepping into your experiences. But before we start, we never start here before anything. We usually we usually start off by giving thanks to our Father, Abba Fadri, giving him thanks for this space at this moment, giving him thanks for resurrections, giving him thanks for this moment that I'm going to spend with you guys. So we praise him and we love him so much and we thank him. So in the name of Jesus, we will depart with this topic today and let it be in his sight, everything that we're going to speak about. So, hello everyone. You are here with me in my platform, Hablandoconbelili, speaking with Belly. You already know that we are multilingual. We speak Garifna, Spanish, and English, but today we're going to do our programming in in the language of English. For the fact is, it's fair enough. The majority of the time we do showcase in Spanish, but today we're going to do it we're going to cater to our non-Spanish or Garifuna speaking members. And also, if you want to be part of the platform, hey, we do speak three languages. Hablando con Belili, we've been here for the past 3 years. We do plethoras of things. For example, we do interviews, we do business expos, et cetera, et cetera. We do all kind of stuff. So if you're an artist or you are a newcomer in any other area, you could be a entrepreneur and you want your business to be seen in the digital world and you don't have anybody or you don't have any platform, we could make it happen to you for your platform to be noticed. And also, we do have a big followers on Facebook, and also we're here. So if you're interested to be part of our program, we welcome everyone. And also, you want to share your experiences, you want to share your story. Hablando con Belili is open to do that. So welcome everyone. Welcome. Please share and give us a like and subscribe more than anything else. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe to Hablando con Belili. So how's your day, guys? I hope everyone is well. And I bet, those that have small children, it's possible that you was out all day playing with the kids, taking them out after church, egg hunting. Well, I don't longer do that because my son is 16, but I just want to share with you. We had a great day today. We went out and it was a really pleasant day. The weather's excellent. It's in the 50s. It's still cold out here, but it's comfortable. So I just want to wish everybody that watches Hablandoconbelili all the best. Happy Sunday. Happy Easter Sunday. So let's begin. So oftentimes I hear a lot of people, well, not so much of a lot of people, the majority of people that I have had encounter, and even myself, sometimes we are afraid of the process that we're going to encounter during our lifespan. Why that happens sometimes? For the simple fact, the majority of the time, whatever you come from, the majority of the process that you go through is based on negativity. The majority of the households, you start off from there. There's people that are not really positive. So when you come up or you come out of an environment that is filtered of negativity, of course you're going to be apprehensive, and you're going to um, sometimes guess yourself, for the simple fact you may have a little bit of a delay in a sense that you're going to think that everything that you're going to do is going to be negative, for the simple fact that that we don't really see too much of a positive things going on sometimes, and we are more fested with negative thoughts, negative information, negative news. So that will carry on into our lifespan or your lifespan if you don't tune into it and find a way for you. I just want you to remember that when you're here in this earth, we all come with dreams, aspirations, uh, goals, right? And also, there's a gift within you. And what happens sometimes, if you don't find that gift at an early time, it could be difficult later on for you in the future to maneuver the world in general, especially how we live in today. The world is so fast. For an example, if you was a person that you didn't grow up among a lot of people, you grew up among like a small settings. You were never um, taken maybe to see other cultures. You were never integrated, with other children. You were sheltered. If you 30, 40, 50, 60 years old now, with the world that we live in, you may feel inadequate, for the simple fact we are living a fast paced. Everything is digital. Everything right now is computerized. Everything that we move right now is the metaverse. It's a fast pace, so it could become difficult sometimes for a person to adjust. However, you have to learn that in order for the world to continue growing, like the way we see it now, the way we live in today's day, like look at me talking to you, look at me, I'm in my settings right now. I don't longer need to go into the studio to come and have a conversation with you guys. You may be sitting in your living room right now with your huge TV and you listening to me. So this is a progress. So that's how life is going to continue. You just imagine 10 years from now, well, whatever we have now is going to be even better. It's going to be even higher, for the simple fact that every day there's something new coming up. So as a person, if you still want to thrive in this society, give yourself a permission to say, well, you know what, this is what it is. Let me work with it. Let me implement certain tools into my lifestyle. For the simple fact, it's highly needed. For example, now you go to the bank. Way before, if you needed to deposit a check, you were supposed to go to the bank. Today's day is not like that. You no longer have to go to the bank to deposit a check. You get a check and you take a picture and you just submit your payment. Wiring money, the same thing. You no longer have to go to the cashier. You no longer have to go to any of those places where you wire money. You could just wire money directly from your home, from your phone. Everybody has a digital phone, a smartphone, like the way they call it. So those are the part of the life, the lifestyle that is in, and this is all over the world. It doesn't matter where you at. It could be like a small parish. It could be small setting where you live in. The world is big. It's really big right now. So, uh, what I'm trying to say tonight, that step into the process. Don't be afraid of whatever comes along in your life, for the simple fact that we always gonna have situations. We always going to encounter death. We're going to encounter situations. We're going to experience hurt. We're going to experience happiness. We're going to experience love. All the above we're going to experience as long as you live in. So it's a matter of how you approach it, how you take it into account. Do you want to internalize it, or do you want to brush it up, or you want to work with it, or you really want to say, you know what, let me bury that, this doesn't serve me, let me just move on with my life. Let's talk about challenge. Right. Challenges sometimes, at my age now, I'm taking challenges and experiences that I thought they were negative. Now I turn them into positive, because whatever happens, maybe during or after or before, sometimes it's because there's another voice talking to you. Maybe you may want to change certain things, or you want to cut down certain things, or you want to apply other things, the way you processing or the way you doing things. So the majority of the time, we may find, or you may find, a an individual or a family member, a cousin or whatever, you may find them, dealing with the past, dealing with hurt, dealing with trauma. Yes, we all come from trauma. We all do. However, there's a moment in life that you have to accept things, and change things around you, and trauma sometimes, they could be positive and they could be negative. However, the issue now is how you internalize those issues within you. Because at the end of the day, when you look at life, it's all about you. You only one person. And then if you don't step into your experiences, right? Take accountability, check them out, and see what's going to work. See what's not going to work. More likely, you may stay in the same parking lot probably since 1964. So is we hear a lot of motivational speakers out there speaking about the same thing. Step out of your comfort, move, do something that is going to be productive, that is going to give you that it, because at the end of the day, brothers and sisters, is all about you. And if you sometimes you don't take a leap and say, you know what, whatever will be, let me just go and do what I have to do. You may die wishing and hoping, could have, couldn't, didn't. So it is highly important, especially the days that we're living today, for us to be accountable for ourselves. And yes, you may live in a household or have friends, have um, coworkers, right? That they may not support whatever you're doing. It could be maybe you want to start off your own business, or maybe you are entrepreneurs, artists, whatever your heart desire to go and accomplish, go for it. Go for it. If you have to travel a miles, probably let's say you live in New York, you have to travel all the way from here to Atlanta. You have to travel all the way down to Los Angeles, California for a gig, for an experience. If you have the means, sometimes you may not even have the means, but find a way to go and do things for you. Because when you look at life, right, there's a lot of people that have passed away with wishes and they couldn't do it. Why they couldn't do it? Probably they had a husband, or they had a wife, they had a sister, they had a grandmother, they had a family member saying, you can't do this. Every time they move around to do something, the other person doesn't agree with it. We have to stop living our life truly, and those people too, that have these identities or being negative about everything that the other person move. Y'all need to stop that. Y'all need to stop that. Live your own life. If you have family member right now or a friend that wants to start off a business or wants to venture out do something, instead of you saying to her, don't do it, support your friend. Support her. And then if you cannot support, don't say anything about it. Because sometimes, like I said earlier, negative things fester more than love, than positive. So if you don't have something good to say to someone, don't even say it. And then if you cannot support someone for whatever they want to do, stay out of the game. Because the form of sometimes another human being controls another human being, sometimes it's just for destruction. And that's why we call the space right now process or stepping into your experiences. Don't allow your experiences to die off. You want to start off your business at this moment, push for it. Do your LLC, develop your website, take some courses. If you're not good with money or if you're still struggling, how are you going to manage your business? Find a way how to educate yourself how you're going to start off your business. And don't ask around for people, especially sometimes people that are negative, or how do I do this? Find your way. They have Google, they have Instagram, YouTube. There's a lot of way at this moment how you could start off your own business. Let's say start off a new job. You want you have an offer probably in another state. Don't even say anything to anyone if you really want to go have your experience, because at the end of the day you may end up listening to those voices, and when you look around 20, 30 years, you may end up probably worse than that other person. Because like I always say, there's always negative thoughts, negative feelings, negative this, negative that, negative this. So we need to, as a human being, we really need to check within ourselves. What are we capable of? What can you take? So the topic today, stepping in into your experiences. Why we need to stepping into our experiences? Because if you don't walk in, if you don't step in into your experiences, live them, feel them, see how it's like, you will never know. You will never know, especially if you are that type of person that listens to everybody that talks to you. And oftentimes, if you want to do something that is going to be productive, something that is going to uplift you, sometimes it's best for you to keep your mouth shut. And once everything is done, then you present your craft. Point blank. They may call you she's selfish or he's selfish, but so be it. Because at the end of the day, you got to work on you. Come out of your comfort. If you're not a person that is talkative like me, or not, you're not a friendly person, find a way how you're going to connect with other people. There's a plenty of good people out there that wants to help. There's a plenty of teachers out there that wants to connect with you, but you got to come out of your comfort and say, you know what, today I'm going to speak up. Today I'm going to ask this person about this, and this is what I'm going to do. Because if you stay sometimes too wondering about informations and not even finding a way how to find it, things is going to pass you down. Things is going to move away. And at this point in life, how we're living today, everything is given to us. If you don't make it at this point, with all these informations that we have around us, you will never make it. You will never make it because everything is out there for us. And don't be afraid of investing in education. You want to educate yourself in certain areas. Probably, let's say, right, you're gonna, or you already have a business, but you don't really know how to promote your business. What are you gonna do, right? You're going to enter YouTube. How to promote your business. You're going to find a lot of speakers. You're going to find people like me that does podcasting. You're going to find people, that they're going to give you certain types of information how to promote your business. And if you don't know how to promote your business, you find an agency that you feel comfortable with and promote your business through them. Do the best you can. But please, today, it shouldn't be no to anything anymore. And develop good habits. Why is good for us to develop good habits? Because good habits will give you that opportunity. It will give you that door for you, to be able to execute things. If you was a person that gets up 10 in the morning, try to develop to waking up at 8 or 6 in the morning. And we understand, depending on the level of how people work, you may work during the nighttime. But if you're a person that comes home at recent time, let's say you get home at 5, 6 o'clock and you're going to sleep, do your 8 hours, get up and develop a good habit. And those are some principles that all speakers, all business owners will tell you about that. Develop a good habits. Waking up early in the morning is something that I love to do because it works for me. It works for me. If I wake up at 6 in the morning, my mind is clear. I could go exercise, read my book, do my prayers, and be ready for the day. You got to be ready mentally, physically, and spiritually because we are living in a fast world. A world that when you sometimes look at it, you like, wow, I never imagined that I would see all of this that I'm seeing today. And control. You gotta control. You gotta control your environment. You gotta control yourself. You gotta control how you do things because time is just going by. Time. If you're 30 years old right now, you're 30. In another 10 years, you're gonna be 40. So just take account. Within this 10 years, what are your goals? What do you want to accomplish? Do you want to sit in the same apartment for 10 years doing the same thing? Jobs are changing. The majority of the jobs now, they want to pay you a minimal wage for you to work hard. And at the end of the day, who's getting rich? The owner of the company. They just paying you for a service. They paying you for a service for you to do. So there's a lot of people, they go into this company, oh, I'm going to make 40 G's, 50 G's or K, this and that and the other. Job security, 401k. They give you all this leverage just to, wash up your brain, and then you relying on this. I have union, I have all of this thing. But at the end of the day, God forbid you get sick. God forbid you lose your job, that we see it every day. It may not just you losing your job. God forbid that company downsize. Are you prepared for that? Are you prepared to come home one day and the next day you not longer able to do the same thing you was doing, maybe waking up at 4 in the morning, getting to work at 6 in the morning, and start off your day? Are you ready for that? So those are the things that we need to start off thinking of, saying, you know what? I get what she's saying, or I get what he's saying. So let me twist this around. Yes, I may have this, I may have my job, but let me do my own thing. Let me fulfill my dream. Let me fulfill my dream. And oftentimes, maybe you or other people that are watching right now, you may agree with me. Don't you know that the majority of the people that are very negative, those are people that are not really doing anything for themselves. They sitting down watching TV. What do they do? Instagramming, FaceTiming, TikToking. That's where they're spending their time. Where you that are busting your behind out here, you reading your books, you doing your lectures, you doing trainings, you have multiple businesses that you attending, you are talking to prospects, you marketing, you calling people, you following up. That's a lot of work, right? So of course you're not gonna have time to la la lay. But where the other person that's not doing anything, they're gonna be they're gonna have time. to be negative about what you're doing. Oh, you don't have time for me. Oh, you do this. If you don't do that, let me tell you something. If you have this type of people around you, it's time to say, you know what? I understand what you're saying, but stay away out of my business. Let me step into my experiences by my own. Let me experience myself. Because if I don't experience it myself, no one will. So let's push for that. Experience for you. Live for you. Do what is supposed to do. Move how you're supposed to move. Don't allow anybody to stop your growth. Don't do it. And when you imagine, if you are, let's say 20, 25, 30, if especially if you are like, let's say you are the older brother or the older sister in the household, what are your jobs from a young age? Taking care of your brothers and sisters, taking care of everybody from a young age. And you get to my age, if you don't wake up and say, you know what, it's time for me to do for me, you will never do for you. For the simple fact, your mind is so used to taking care of others that you forget about you. You forget about your process. You forget about your time. You forget about what you're supposed to do for yourself. So, guys, I really appreciate that you are here with me today. Happy Sunday, happy Easter Sunday for everybody. So this is from Hablandoconbelili. Today we are just talking. We talking about stepping into your experiences for the simple fact that it's good to touch up on these subjects for the fact that sometimes you may not hear it, especially if you are around environment with people that are not in the same page with you. All you're going to hear is negativity. You may hear, oh, you don't spend time, you don't do this, you don't do that. So it's highly important for us, a human being, to start off developing, start off, finding a way how to find things that is going to work for us. Let's speak about a little bit about process of healing. Process of healing is highly important. It's highly important. Healing is not something that is going to leave you, right? If you was in a certain situation, let's say, if you have come from trauma, trauma will not leave you forever, but there's a lot of way how to maneuver trauma. There's a lot of way how you could find tools how to manage your trauma. So healing is really good. It's really good, but it takes a long time. It's not something that you're gonna come out like, let's say something happens today and tomorrow you're the same. No, it's not. But it's matter how you're going to approach it. It's matter how you're going to delegate. Are you going to keep up or you going to remain the same? And let's say in terms of business, let's say you had a trauma, you had a store probably, or you had a big business that it was going on. All of a sudden something happened, you lose your business. Hey, that's a trauma right there. And what do? Do you sit down and cry? Do you get depressed? Yes, you may. But at the same time, you got to find leverage how to get up and say, you know what? I lost my business. But you know what? I have my life. I could start off another business. How do I do? Where do I go? What did I did wrong that business failed? Do I continue using the same process or do I change it up a little bit? Those are the things sometimes people don't think about, especially when you encounter something or an experience that is randomly that comes in out of nowhere. Yes, it may be difficult for you to get up, but at the end of the day, you need to get up. You need to go and experience. You need to go and talk to people. You need to go out there and share your story. Life is about story. Whatever you're doing right now or you did earlier, you created a story there. You created a story. So it's important for us as a human being. I know it's hard. It's not easy at all. It's easy to talk about it than done. But us, we are more than enough. We are people that if we put our mind, our sense to things, we could create wonders. At the end of the day, it's all about you. How do you want to be remembered? How do you approaching life? What are your goals? What are your dreams? Do you want to walk around wishing something and in your mind you can't attain it, but yes, you can, right? So, friendship, that's another topic that I'm going to put into this. Check out your friends. Who are your friends? Who are people that are around you? Do you have friends that empower you? Do you have friends that informs you? Do you have friends that are really there for you? What are the voices that you're hearing from your friends when you come with information? How do they respond? Are they supportive or they negative? All of that stuff you have to counter. It may be your friends or your friend from a very young age, or it may be, somebody that you click with. However, in certain area in your life, they don't match. So what do you do with them people? So you got to learn how to manage type of relationships, type of friendships. You don't have to cut everybody out. You could have a friend that is not into the business or is not into that, but she's into something else that you both enjoy. So what you do with that friends, what do? You cut her off or you cut him off? No. You keep that friends just for that specific reason. You keep that relationship just for that. But in terms, let's say you want to talk about money, finances, financial literacy, banking. You want to talk about big things because there's people that are not ready and they will never be ready to hear about big things. And money is big, right? Money moves things in the world. Money moves. And sometimes you may have friends that they don't want to hear about money. Every time they say, oh, she only talk about money. He only talks about money. So what you do, you don't talk about those subjects with those people. You touch the subjects that they want to hear, that they enjoy. So you know what? You want to be good for them, or they good with you in that department. So you follow the role. But do not mix up certain things that you do with certain people. Because at the end of the day, there's people that are very little. There's people that may want to get close to you just to craft what you do, just to see how you do things. But it doesn't mean that meant well. They're just waiting for a moment for you to do something and they're going to expose you. Or something happens to you, they will be the first one to laugh. They will be the first one to applaud. They will be the first one to rejoice because you are down. So those are things that sometimes over time you learn. When you're young, you're immature, you in settings, you hang out with people that they not there yet. Yes, you're gonna encounter those things. But when you get to a certain age, we need to learn how to manage. That's a management, how to manage relationships, how to manage people, right? How to manage our environment, how to manage our money, and how to manage our time. Time is really sensitive. Time will not wait around for you. As of now, it's almost 10 o'clock. Today is what? April the 9th. It's almost done. And time will not wait around for you. So step into your experiences. Go live your life. Go enjoy wisely. If you're a business owner, craft your business. Learn your business. Do everything that is needed to be done for that business to flourish. Because at this moment of time, you got to be a multitasker. If you have one job, one source of income is coming into your household, is detrimental. Why am I saying that? Because there's only two paychecks that comes into your home bi-weekly. On a weekly basis, there's another stream of income coming in. You barely making it. And you could be making 60, 70, or whatever, $40,000 a year. If you don't have a multiple stream of income, you are suffering right now. You are suffering. Why? Because how we're living right now, at this moment of time, things are hard. Inflation is killing us. The rent is not how it used to be before, unless you live in a rent control. But what happened if you live at a rent control? They still controlling your time. They still controlling your hours. So therefore, find a way how you're going to develop different type of stream of income that is going to come in into your household from different directions. Go out, seek things. As of now, let's say the Goodwill. A lot of people are shopping at the Goodwill. A lot of people are downsizing. Why these people are downsizing? Because they figure it out. I am not going to continue living like this. And the majority of us, we come from a household pretending to be rich. That when you come out, you driving the Beamer, you don't have gas in it. You wearing the Rolex, there's no battery. You live in a big house, but you can't pay your mortgage. The majority of people come from that. Come from that. So you got to step into your moment. You got to take charge of your life. If you paying bills that are not relevant, for example, a cable, take a look at your cable bill. If you paying 200, 300, I hear people that are paying $300, $400 a month for cable bills. Yo, I suggest you take this bill tonight. Check it out. If you're paying from $200 to $300 for cable on a monthly basis, what are you really doing? Check your bills. Why are you paying that? Take that $200, divide it into 12 months. See how much money is leaving you. And for what? For a TV that's sitting there that you're not even watching. But just because we gotta have this. We gotta have a TV in our living room. We gotta have cable. We gotta have this. And at the end of the day, when I look at it, it's all lie. Today's day, you don't longer need a cable in your home. You don't really need a TV. Just with a simple computer, you could live the same lifestyle of having a TV in your home. But it's a matter of taking a class and taking control of your life. Take control of your money. Be the stewardess of your money. Be the stewardess of your bank account. Be the stewardess of your life. Take control of your life. And believe me, one day at a time, every accomplishment that you make, you're going to feel empowered. You're going to feel like, wow, I got it. I understand. And whoever wants to bark, whoever wants to buff, let them buff. Let them buff. Let them bark. And if they want things certain way, let them do the things the way they want it. They want to pay for certain things, allow them to pay for that. But take control, take charge of your life. Because at the end of the day, it is your life. It is your life. You have children. Sooner or later, your kids, they're going to become teenagers. Next minute, they become adults. And they're going to move on with their life. They're going to go get their education. What happened if your child go to college? The majority of them, 99% of college graduates, they don't come back home. Especially if they go out of state, they stay out of state. Either they stay at that state where they went to college, or they move on to something else. But they will not return to your home. So what are you doing with your time? How are you spending your time? Who are you sharing your time with? Right? Are you just sitting home waiting for everybody to return and your life is passing you by? Or are you an entrepreneur, or are you entrepreneur to become? Or are you a person right now that you're trying to figure things out? You're trying to elevate. You're trying to start off a business. Or you're trying to teach. You're trying to go back to college. Are you trying? At least try. Don't just sit in the living room and feel sorry about yourself. Because as long as you're living healthy, walking, you have your eyes, you have your hands. Even people that lost their limbs, I watch the way they do things, they still pushing for life. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of living the best of you. Enjoy your time, enjoy your family, enjoy those people that are good with you. And those that are negative, pray for them and wish them all the best and do the right thing. So at this moment, I'm just going to read your comment before we close down. You are tuning in tonight with Hablandoconbelili. This program we hear on on Sundays and Thursdays. We hear at 9 o'clock. We do expos. We do all kind of things in this program. So if you want to be part of Hablandoconbelili, subscribe today, and you can send me an email at hablandoconbelili@gmail.com, or you may just DM. We are on Instagram, including YouTube. So let's see. Kim Ping, he say, whatever happens, stay strong and stay in faith. Absolutely. He say, amen. Don't let the past control you. Always move forward. Absolutely. He say, definitely. Even doctors and lawyers in San Francisco are now living, exactly, living in tent city. They lost everything. They lost. However, if you push, even if you lose the last penny that you have, find a way how to get up. Find a way how you're going to triple down that penny. Find a way. If you have a dollar, you have a dollar in your hand. Don't just go randomly spend that dollar. Take that dollar, multiply it, and save at least 20% out of that dollar. And the rest you could do anything else. But let's not, fall into this living up with the Genesis when you really know you're really living with the lizards. Basically, that's what it is. So push to your full potential because you could do it. You could do it. Stepping into your experiences, get your experience because later on, once you earn your experience, you'll be able to tell your story. With our experience, you cannot tell any story. So earn your story and earn it well. Do it well. Do it to your full potential. Represent yourself. For those small businesses, please earn your business. Push for your business. Give good customer service. That is a highly important. It could be the smallest person purchasing something from you. Give them the best of you. Because an impression is really something that it could take you from state to state. From that little person that's coming to do a service with you, if you give them great customer service, do you know from that little person that came to purchase maybe random or whatever they getting from you, whatever service they getting from, do you know from that small person, your business can multiply. And and I'm telling you that it will multiply. So learn those principles. Life is about principles. Read good books. Read some good books. And if you're not a reader, just go on YouTube, find audiobooks. There's a lot of way how to learn, but empower yourself with information. Because whatever information you encounter or you got 20 years from now, it's not the same as today. So always try to find a way how to uplift yourself, how to learn new things, how to maneuver new things. If you don't know how to work on a computer, get yourself a computer, buy yourself a laptop, and learn how to type. Learn how to do Google search, all this kind of stuff. Just learn it pace by pace. It may not happen overnight, but little by little. So I just want to say to you, this program today is sponsored by my digital magazine, which is HCP, Hablandoconbelili. And also remind you guys and inviting you that if you're in the area of New York, we are having a great business expo, April 29th at 1300 Standing Boulevard, which is going to be in the Boogie Down Bronx. So you all invited to come and join us. We'll have from traditional food. We're going to have a little bit of dance. We're going to showcase our culture because it is our month. It is the Garifuna American Heritage Month, the entire month of April. So we will be showcasing businesses in our community, and also we will be speaking about financial literacy. We're going to be talking about money. Get used to hearing this phrase, money. We're going to be talking about finances. So be ready. Come down that day. I'm inviting you. If you need a free ticket to enter, let's go into Eventbrite. You can get your ticket from there. And then even if you don't reside in New York and you know people that lives in New York, hey, pass down the information. Share it with them. Listen, go to this event the 29th. Go check it out. There's big things coming our way and we're moving forward with it. And I am really excited. I am the host of the event. This is my second event in here in New York. So it's going to be a yearly event that we're going to be doing. So we're seeking for the community to come together. We're seeking for opportunities. We're seeking for organizations, businesses, business owners, come down and connect with us. We really need your support. So with that said, we will be back here next week, Thursday. No, we will be back here Wednesday because I won't be around Thursday. But guys, it's been my pleasure sharing this information with you. But we're gonna do our shout out. We don't end our program without doing our shout out. So we're gonna shout out the Boogie Down Bronx. We're gonna shout out Brooklyn. We're going to shout out Queens. We're going to shout out Harlem. Yes, Harlem, Harlem, Harlem. And also out of state, Ohio. Yes, 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 yes. We shout out this woman, Frederick, Maryland. Yes. Woo! Gettysburg. Absolutely. Walkersville. Yes. BM, which is Baltimore, Maryland. Shout out to you, DC. Absolutely. I'll shout out to Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to Houston, Texas. Shout out to Mississippi. Shout out to Florida. Absolutely. Fort Lauderdale. Yes, we are there. Absolutely, family. So with this little showcasing today, I don't want to say goodbye, but we're going to adjourn our program. Stay tuned. We will be back on Wednesday, and then we'll be back the following. And also, I just want to remind you guys that since it's Garifuna Heritage Month, there's a project that is going to come up. It's going to start up the 12th. I am showcasing our Garifunas people in New York. So there's a couple of interviews that right now we're working with that. It's already pre-recorded, but we will be hosting those videos for you to, get to know our Garifunas entrepreneurs and regular people that are doing a thing. So I don't want to say much about it, but we will start off on showcasing those videos the 12th of April, which is the day of Garifuna Heritage Month. So I love you guys and I see you, and blessings to you all, blessings to your family. Stay well. Love you, love you, love you, love you. So bye guys. Thank you so much.